And speaking of over communication, based off the situation that you have, 180 plus pages isn't over communication. But I think a good takeaway from what you just shared is, even if you're dealing with a small business, you need an agreement that at least covers the 4 Ds, in my opinion. What are we going to do as partners when it comes to death? What are we going to do as partners when it comes to divorce? What are we going to do as partners when it comes to disability, and what we're going to do as partners when it comes to dissolution, right? Because what if you have a partner to where y'all split things 50-50, and all of a sudden that partner becomes disabled? They can't do what they used to do, but they probably still deserve something, but there's no written agreement of how you would handle that. Or even with divorce, you got a partner that just went through a divorce, and because you didn't put in your operating agreement that if one of us is going through a divorce, the shares will go to the remaining partners and revert back to them after the divorce. Now all of a sudden you forcing another liquidity event, the wrong type of event. Is that when you look back in retrospect, because and to your point, even when I thought I had a reason to not like you, Jack, you just so charismatic and charming, right? It was like every time we see you, it's like I just melt, right? Like right, it's like, all right, here, Jack, great. Like let's have a conversation with Jack, and then that your conversation, the feeling that you give. It really stays with a person. How do you communicate? Do you not have any specific way of communicating to instill that feeling when you meet people at these events? And I think the last event that I saw you at was the Level Up Claim Summit put on by Galen with Insurance Claim HQ. What's the reason you go to those, and how do you instill that feeling every time?
Well, I mean, so we have that nonprofit. We go to Galen's events Galen's a board member of the nonprofit. We go every year. I mean, the thing is, what I try to do is I speak from my heart, and I really try to, because no one's had a perfect life. We've all had stuff go on, and I really try to portray real stuff and really who I am. And like I said, hopefully the idea is if we have a glass of wine at dinner and it's just you and I'm the same person that's in front of. I'm talking to 500 people or whatever. I mean, I want to make sure I'm authentic, because I think authenticity and being real, man, and fessing up to your mistakes and your bullshit we all have is so important. Because I mean, I just learned I don't expect people to be perfect. I just want them to be respectful and to learn. And there's so many judgmental stuff going out there, man, and nobody knows the life I led or you led up until this day. And quite frankly, it's nobody's business, but I think we all lose sight that we all have a path, and sometimes the path is a little bumpy and a little rocky. And as long as you come out of that, you're a good person. I think that's important. I just try to portray that all the time, and I really try to be available and listen and be genuine. This may sound a little cliche. I really try to treat the industry with respect and do everything I can to bring the industry up. And people are like, "Oh, you're full of shit." Well, I really mean that, because I think the better the industry as a whole, the better PA you are, the better PA we are going to be, because you're going to affect change as well. I mean, the reason why all these changes hit our industry is because there's so many bad public adjusters out there that don't really give a shit. And they ruin Florida. You live in Florida. The laws are horrible there. And that's our own fault, because we didn't adhere to being good professionals, being good people, and they were in it for a quick buck. But you got to be just really, what's that old saying? People don't know how much you care till they know how much you care. And it's just, that's kind of how it is, man. I want people to understand that I do give a damn about the industry. I care about my business. I care about my family. I care about my friends. I care about my acquaintances. I care about our vendors. I do. That's important. I'm not just saying that. I hope I actually portray it and I live that, because talk is cheap. And at the end of the day, you know who you can count on, who you can't count on. And I think hopefully we're one of those groups that you can count on when the going gets tough, and we'll help and do whatever we can to make people, to bring them up a little bit. And we really try to live that, man. I mean, this industry has done amazing things for me financially, emotionally, professionally. I owe a lot back to it, and I really want to make sure that's a thing. And I want people to understand that I believe in that wholeheartedly. And it's important, because we didn't have that when we first came in. People were just trying to get every nickel they can. And but if you believe in the industry and believe it's I mean, what else? What other industry can you actually help people or businesses? It's the David and Goliath story, right? We're David, they're Goliath. We can actually do that. We win a hell of a lot of. We do really well on our claims, and at the same time, you can make a hell of a lot of money doing it the right way. What other industry has that? The empathy and the success and all that, stuff, the freedom. We have all that at our disposal, and a lot of people don't take advantage of that. They're in it for the next thing and they make the next buck, and they take shortcuts, and it's just not like that, man. It's if you do it right and breathe and understand and learn and develop. I mean, I'm a perfect example of that, man. You'd have told me 10 years ago what's going to go.